Now, the Bible gives us plenty of examples that many sins are simply good things or natural affections that are disordered or taken too far.
It's a distortion.
Let's start with something obvious: gluttony and drunkenness. Both involve good gifts from God, food and drink. But when taken to excess, Scripture clearly calls them sin. Proverbs says, "Be not among drunkards, or among gluttonous eaters of meat. For the drunkard and the glutton will come to poverty, and slumber will clothe them with rags." Does the Bible teach that wine and meat are blessings? Yes. Does it warn against abuse of these good things? Yes, that's exactly what this passage is warning against. The problem is not the things in and of themselves, but in this instance, a lack of self-control causing excessive eating and drinking. Now, some will agree that you can go too far, but they'll say that's not idolatry.
But yeah, it's not like it's a false god or anything.
But listen to how Paul describes it in Philippians 3. "For many of whom I have often told you, and now tell you even with tears, walk as enemies of the cross of Christ. Their end is destruction, their God is their belly, and they glory in their shame with minds set on earthly things." Paul here is describing people who have become enemies of Christ, whose end is destruction. He says, quote, "Their God is their belly," to show that food, and by extension other natural appetites, can become idolatrous. Paul also warns us that their minds are set on earthly things. Not because those things are evil in and of themselves, but because they've been elevated to the wrong place. The earthly things, which are good in and of themselves, have become idols. Let's take one more example. Not food and drink this time, but family. Family is a God-given blessing, foundational to creation itself. But listen to what Jesus says. "Whoever loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And whoever loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me." Jesus isn't anti-family. He's making the point that even good things must be rightly ordered. When family outranks Christ, it becomes sin. So it's unhelpful when people mock and scoff that you can make an idol out of family. When they do so, they're not just reacting to a ministry or a theological trend, they're mocking something Jesus himself warned us about. If this kind of imbalanced reactionary culture continues, the pendulum will just swing to the other side, and more people will struggle with idolatry than with enjoying and pursuing natural desires to the glory of God. 1 Corinthians 10:31 is my favorite verse in the Bible because it means that you can do anything, no matter how small or menial, to the glory of God. But for that to mean anything, it must also be possible to do the same things in a way that doesn't honor Him. The very existence of the command shows that we can fail at it. Some Christians will wrestle with enjoying the blessings of food, drink, and family without falling into guilt. They'll question their motives, doubt themselves, and be paralyzed by introspection.
Is this okay? Is this okay?
But others will twist and abuse those same blessings, turning food into gluttony, drink into drunkenness, and putting family above Christ.
Nothing is more important than family.
And therefore, both warnings must be preserved, knowing that people struggle in different directions. Don't stop here. Finish the video on YouTube to learn even more about this topic. There's a link to it on my side, as well as to another recommended video right below it.